Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over why each MBTI personality type needs a break from the internet. Make sure to watch each one and find out why you need it. Each personality type needs a little break from the internet because of a particular reason, and we have described those reasons to each one of the 16 personality types. Find out what it is and determine how you can use this knowledge in reaching personal growth and self-improvement. Here is why each MBTI personality type needs a break from the internet. Number 1. ISTJ. The internet has so much to offer ISTJs that they may become sidetracked by it. ISTJs frequently use the internet to learn about new opportunities and improve themselves. They like that they can develop, and they especially like that the internet can enable them to do so. However, ISTJs rarely get too sidetracked by the internet and usually know when to step back. They'll probably recognize that they need to get back to the real world around them if they find themselves doing research for an extended period of time. Because they frequently have a knack for striking a balance in their lives, ISTJs are also adept at recognizing when to take a break from the internet. Number 2. ISFJ. Since they value their family more than the internet, ISFJs rarely become too distracted by it. ISFJs may spend a lot of time online corresponding with loved ones, but this is unquestionably not a bad thing. They appreciate spending time with their loved ones and rarely think that spending time online is more vital. ISFJs may become sidetracked by applications that they find particularly compelling, such as Pinterest or Instagram, something that can aid in their concentration on their activities, but they frequently recognize when a break is needed. Number 13. ESTJ. Although ESTJs frequently prefer to concentrate on the real world, they occasionally get sidetracked by the internet. It may be wise for an ESTJ to pull back when they feel themselves being sucked into contentious online arguments. They have their own morals and frequently desire to adhere to them. They could get sucked into arguing and trying to convince others of their positions. The ESTJ may need to disengage from their phones or computers if they become overly frustrated by this. They must put more emphasis on the actual world and allow their attention to drift away from what they see online. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. ESFJs love to support others, and the internet can be a terrific platform for doing so. As a result, the ESFJ may find themselves wasting too much time online chatting with others. The ESFJ may need to take a break if they get too engrossed in assisting others online. The ESFJ may become overburdened by this at times, which will keep them from concentrating on what has to be done in their real lives. It is important for them to pay attention to their environment and take a break from the internet for a while. Number 5. INFJ. INFJs tend to spend too much time in their heads. Thus, the internet serves as a convenient shield for them. They love learning about people, and they read articles and watch YouTube channels, such as Psychology Refresh. Click subscribe to deepen that knowledge. The INFJ could use the internet as a strategy to avoid others when they're not feeling very social. It would be preferable if this rut were broken, because it can be simple to become stranded inside of it. The abundance of knowledge available for the INFJ might easily cause them to become sidetracked if they spend too much time online. It's crucial to periodically check in with their surroundings and investigate a more tangible presence. The INFJ needs to venture out into the real world rather than forsaking their friendships in favor of texting or message exchanges. Number 6. INFP. INFPs have a tendency to become mired in their own inner worlds and may even want to stay there for extended periods of time. Without needing to actually meet people, the internet is a terrific location to engage in social interaction. And without having to spend too much time in a precarious scenario, it frequently assists them to make social connections. The wealth of knowledge and interesting things that INFPs might discover online can also cause them to become sidetracked. INFPs have a tendency to lose themselves for hours online, to the point that they may completely overlook some of their obligations in the real world. For their own mental health, INFPs probably need to cut off from the internet. They need to resist falling into this spiral if they want to feel more like themselves again. Number 7. ENFJ. ENFJs appreciate making plans and establishing objectives for the future. The internet is a resource that makes it very simple to research and learn about a variety of topics. ENFJs will frequently use this knowledge to build plans, although they can become preoccupied with it for a while. ENFJs might have a tendency to get distracted by the opportunities that the internet might give. The ENFJ needs to take a break and face the various challenges they must conquer in the real world if they feel they have been locked in continuous planning and researching for too long. Without the balance, their surroundings might just fall apart. Number 8. ENFP. ENFPs appreciate browsing through various interesting videos and reading various online articles. They appreciate the opportunities they can find online, but they risk becoming too hooked in. They can switch between numerous websites and investigate every available route, but the ENFP needs to open up and discover the physical world in order to feel more like themselves once more. They must once again urge themselves outside because they like to explore new things. Number 9. ISTP. The internet may be a terrific resource for ISTPs because they like to study and take in new knowledge. Additionally, they appreciate not having to spend a lot of time in their friends' physical presence and being able to contact them online. If forced to spend too much time in social situations, they may become fairly irritable because they actually require solitude in order to feel energized. ISTPs can learn a lot from using the internet, but they also value being in person. The ISTP may even find the internet disturbing if they become overly distracted by it. They should undoubtedly take a vacation from the internet if they feel that they aren't engaging in enough physical activity. Number 10. ISFP. Due to their introversion, ISFPs have a tendency to shun social situations. They may find it simpler to communicate with others online because they frequently make more sincere connections in this way. It may be anything like this that makes them want to withdraw from the world. But the ISFP shouldn't do this. They are active individuals who favor the here and now. The ISFP needs to get away from the internet for a time if they feel that they have been neglecting their physical environment for too long. Number 11. ESTP. Although ESTPs like the real world above the virtual one, they can occasionally become sidetracked by it. They like being able to talk to many different individuals, which can occasionally distract them from reality. It's crucial for the ESTP to re-establish contact with the real world if they are spending too much time online. The ESTP needs to put their phones and laptops down to tackle their problems head-on if they feel like their lives are getting out of control. Number 12. ESFP. Internet distractions are uncommon for ESFPs, who much prefer to be engaged in their immediate environment. They frequently take pleasure in some aspects of being online, but they hardly ever get overly absorbed by it. They are skilled at striking a balance between these things, and may even soon become tired of the internet. So because of this, ESFPs may use the internet more effectively without becoming bogged down by it for extended periods of time. Number 13. INTJ. The abundance of knowledge that INTJs discover online can entangle them. They take pleasure in having access to virtually every subject matter for research and education. INTJs are curious and love learning new things, and the internet is a wealth of knowledge. The majority of online material is incorrect, and INTJs are frequently astute enough to know this. They may even like playing detective and will filter through the data to uncover the secret truth. but INTJs are prone to becoming lost in the wide internet universe and becoming far too preoccupied with learning new things to really venture out into the real world. They have a profound inner mind, and taking in new information will only encourage them to explore this world even more. To re-establish a sense of connection to the real world, INTJs need to take a break from the internet. In order to break out of any possible shells they may be living in, it'll be better for them to concentrate on some kind of physical activity. Number 14. INTP. Due to the fact that it may fulfill many of their needs, the internet can be highly addictive for INTPs. They have a wealth of knowledge and information at their disposal, which makes it simple for INTPs to plunge in and get lost. They can get lost in memes for hours or spend hours learning and researching. Internet dating may be more convenient for INTPs than in-person social contact in terms of making connections with people. They are able to connect with others without having to spend a lot of time in person because of this. Because they are introverts, INTPs actually need a lot of time alone, which the internet gives them. But simply put, INTPs need to take a step back because it may be quite simple for them to get bogged down online. Even worse, they can start to disregard their physical requirements, which could be harmful to their health. Finding a different, more active hobby that intrigues the INTP who is trapped spending too much time online is all that is necessary. Number 15. ENTJ. ENTJs rarely get too engrossed online and are likely to be good at striking a balance in their lives. They take pleasure in being able to interact with others and utilize everything that the internet has to offer. Simply put, ENTJs value the real world more and won't let their attention wander from what is essential to them. The ENTJ may spend more time online than in the actual world if they are going through some difficult times in their lives. However, this avoidance is only sustainable for so long before the ENTJ must re-emerge in order to address the issues that are developing all around them. Number 16. ENTP. The many opportunities that the internet presents to ENTPs can thrill them, and they may become easily sidetracked by it. They like striking a balance between their online and offline selves, and they frequently know when to take a step back. It might be necessary to take a break for the ENTP who is spending too much time nurturing online arguments. They like to push themselves to the limit, and the internet makes it simple to locate buttons to press. ENTPs could grow engrossed in this alternate reality and take pleasure in correcting different uneducated fools online. They may even discover that they love engaging in a few trollish behaviors, in which case they will undoubtedly need to spend some time away from the internet. These videos will be really helpful for you.